Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Hello.
Yes. Hey, Kevin, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. What do you got for me?
I got some couple of questions. I'm
Okay,
new to
first
your
up, first
channel.
up, first up, I need you. First up, hi. I need your name.
Hi, how you doing?
I need your name.
Okay. Oh, my name is Yasmin.
Yasmin or Jasmine?
Yasmin with a Y.
Okay, and how old are you?
I just turned 28.
Okay, and where are you calling from?
California.
Northern, southern, northern or southern?
The Bay Area. I'm new to
Oh,
the Bay, so I don't know if that's
okay. So what do you?
mean anything.
So what can I
Okay.
help you with?
All right. Well, I just want to let you know I just first come across this channel, so I'm a little nervous too.
It's
So
okay. I don't
I
bite.
love the content. Okay, so I love the content, and I love what you're talking about, and I agree with a whole lot of stuff. And so I just got a couple of questions I like to ask.
Okay.
Um, Let me get right to it. So I know about the age thing for the women. When I'm getting out here on the dating scene, I ain't know too much about the age thing. So my question is, because I heard you guys say about women over 30, is pretty much over for them. They've been ran through,
No,
and stuff. So
I
I'm
didn't say that.
yeah, not you particularly. The comments, I read comments and stuff like that.
Okay.
A lot of people say, "Oh, once they 30, it's it." And I'm just want to know, is it really over for women once they hit 30? The people that are like, in their late 20s, and it's like,
Okay,
dang, like when we hit
let me give
30,
you let,
like,
let
so
me
it's a
no,
wrap.
slow down. Okay, hold on. Here's what I
Okay.
need you to focus on. Okay, there is something called the wall, and the wall has everything to do with every woman's fertility window.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
At 35, the American Medical Association say that's when the average woman reaches high risk pregnancy, right?
Right. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
at age 30, is what is called the wall because women from 30 to 35 have a shortened
Mm-hmm.
window to have what's considered to lower risk pregnancy. And it
Right.
really
Right.
doesn't matter. So that's why you hear a lot of guys say after 30. That's one of the main
Okay.
reasons.
Okay.
Well, another one
Right.
of the
Right.
reasons is it tends to be after age 27 to 30 when women are
Mm-hmm.
finally starting to think about settling down, yet
Mm-hmm.
they are having demands as if they are still in their early 20s.
Okay.
They have
Okay.
not adjusted the value to where they are now.
Okay.
Meaning a lot of times women have gained weight.
Okay.
They've actually had increased partners. They and with
Uh-huh.
partners and relationships comes damage and trauma. Most
Right.
people don't go get that addressed. So it's like that's why you often hear the used car analogy kind of thing. So it's not that life
Okay.
is over. It's here's the thing. At your age, you should be making better moves than you did at 21. You should be
Oh
more
yeah,
proactive.
absolutely.
You should
Yeah.
be the most feminine, the most cooperative, the most beautiful,
Mhm.
the most inspirational. You should be outclassing a 21-year-old woman because you are 6 years older than her.
Mhm.
And if that's the case, you got upside. But unfortunately, the
Okay.
majority of women at your age aren't. They're just expecting men to take me as I am, and that won't work. What's your second question?
Right. Yeah, and I've been watching the Code channel too, so I'm on that femininity and stuff like that. So I'm getting a lot of knowledge now and stuff. So, and then my second question, I usually get a lot of men ask a woman her age, and usually that's saying because she looks younger than what she really is. And I usually get what 22, 23, 24, whatever the case may be. And so and yes, I watch other channels
What's the question?
like Caleb Pink.
What's the
So
question?
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
Now get to it.
So the question is, when the man asks a woman her age, should a woman tell her age, or should she not?
Let,
Because like I said, it
let me
could be a
let me
disadvantage.
no. See, that's why
Okay.
First off,
Yeah, I just want to ask.
the people you're watching Nicole Michelle, have no problem with her platform, but Michaela Pink, I don't know.
Okay.
No, why are you watching
Okay.
a Level Up platform where? Um, Let me just answer directly. Do you want to be deceived?
No, I don't want to be deceived.
Then don't deceive.
Absolutely not.
Then don't deceive a man.
Okay. Okay. And I've been telling my, my age, and they'd be like,
Well, my
oh,
thing is,
they look.
are you proud of your age?
Yeah, I'm always say myself, oh, I'm 28.
Right. So there would be any woman that would sit back and lie about something. That means you're trying to
Uh-huh.
cover up or hide. And if I catch you
Oh,
lying,
okay.
I don't need to know why. I'm just gone.
Right.
See,
Okay.
these level up
Yeah, I just
channels,
want to know.
these level up
Yeah.
channels, they're they're how many men are in these spaces?
It, you talking about the level? It's probably very few. You can count
Okay,
on one hand.
yeah, count on one hand. So if there's a live stream and there are
Uh-huh.
150, 200 people, how many men are over there?
Not many.
Then why are you there?
Okay. Just to get an insight. I feel like when
So
I
you're in a
watch
room
your
full of
channel, they
women.
teach you
So
how to
you're in a
be
room full of
more
women.
lady.
So you're in a room full of women telling women how to get men, but there ain't no men there.
Mm.
What's wrong with this picture?
Yeah, I understand. Reason why I watch it is to be more ladylike.
Let me
So they
stop you
have a
right.
lot of
Let me stop
insight.
you
I
right. Let
take
me stop you right there.
okay,
Ladylike.
like more feminine. But I know Michelle's. I mean not Michelle. What her name? Michaela Pink is this is about definitely something else
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
stuff.
talking
So,
about. These
but
level.
yeah,
I'm not talking about Nicole Michelle and femininity. I'm talking about these
yeah, yeah,
manipulative platforms. That's not going to make you anything other than you want to play games. Games will be played with you. And I don't think you want to play
right.
games, especially depending upon what caliber of man you want. You play games with the right caliber of man, you're just going to end up continually bankrupt in Monopoly. Uh, so, are you actually working with in a femininity coach one on one?
No, not right now.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I just work a regular 9 to 5.
Okay. And the reason I ask is because you have a very uh, assertive way of speaking. You don't. I don't really feel a lot of femininity in your communication. I would suggest.
Okay.
I would say this is where sitting down, watching videos is fine, but
Uh huh.
it's not going to change who you are. It's just information. Videos come
Right.
after the work. If you really want to
Okay.
improve, you're going to need to actually work with somebody one on one. I don't teach femininity. I'm not a woman,
Right.
but I'll just tell you the tone, the tenor, the way I'm, you know,
Yeah, honestly, I don't like my voice over the phone. I know I don't like to hear my voice, but like when I'm in person, I sound totally different how I sound over the phone. Like I
no,
already
ma'am,
know like I sound
no, ma'am,
yeah,
no,
I don't
no,
like
no,
how I sound
no,
over the
ma'am,
phone.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's not just over the phone. That's my advice. Don't try to do this on your own because ultimately, I ask you a couple of questions. I got to run. Do you want to get married?
Yes, I do.
Do you want
And
to
I
be
want to have kids. That's
do
my
you
main
want to be a
thing.
stay-at-home wife?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to have to work to pay substantial bills?
No.
How many kids do you want to have?
As many as I can have,
How
three,
many?
4.
Okay, let's give you four. Um,
Okay.
how tall are you?
5'2",
How much do you weigh?
like 120.
What dress size?
Medium.
No, dress size.
Um, I guess like a 6, whatever a medium is
Okay,
translated to that.
so
Because I get like different dresses. I
okay,
get like
hold
the
on.
medium
Let me
size. I
finish.
don't get fitted.
Hold on. Let me tell you, there's a problem.
Okay.
A woman should know her dress
Okay.
size. There's no medium. You should know your dress size.
Okay.
Um,
Well, the dresses I get says medium, so it'd be probably an 8.
okay, but I'm just telling
Okay.
you from a
I'm listening. I got you.
you don't need to be combative. Just listen. Were you raised with your
No,
dad in your
I am.
house? Were you raised with your dad in your house?
When I was younger.
Right. And were mom and dad married?
Yes, it was.
Were you raised to be a housewife?
No.
All right. Then um you live in the Bay Area?
Yes, now I do.
How much do you think a man has to make to be able to afford a wife and 4 children in the Bay Area for a middle class, upper middle class, lower upper class lifestyle?
Oh, for kids. Oh yeah, he probably got at least for that. Then yeah, probably over 6 figures,
Give me a number.
especially in the Bay Area. But I'm not trying to like live
No, no,
really
just
live in
give
the
me a
Bay Area.
number. Just give me a number.
Oh, okay. Um, I guess at least over 1 million. Like you said, if I want 4 kids.
No, give me over what?
Um, for the Bay, at least
How much does he
I
need
guess
to
a
make a
year.
mil? How much does he need to make every year?
Oh, every year. Mm, maybe 250K.
250K.
Yeah, that's
Ma'am, this is why I asked about numbers. At
okay.
28, you're the age to where you should know more than a 21-year-old. Like your dress size is something I expect a grown woman to know. I also expect a grown woman to know that if you're living in the Bay Area, how long have you been there?
Since March
Since March.
26th.
Where'd you come from?
I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
And is that where you spent most of your life?
Uh-huh.
All right. How much would it cost in Cincinnati if you have a if you were not to work and you had 4 children and you to have a middle class, upper middle class, lower upper class lifestyle? How much would you think your husband need to make?
At least 70, 60 to 70 K a year.
Okay.
It goes long ways in
So
Cincinnati.
and how much are you making annually? I don't know. You
Like
man.
20,000.
All right.
Yeah, I know. Just like about 20,000.
And you didn't go to college?
No, I didn't.
All right. So you went to high school and you making minimum
Uh-huh.
wage. Okay. Um,
Right.
why are you making so little money? It's relevant to what I'm trying to get to.
Okay. Mm, so I'm making little money
Yes, ma'am. $20,000 a year.
because
You're just above.
I travel, I move around, so it's like I don't really like stay in one place.
How long? Okay.
So
So, ma'am, there
yes.
are a lot of things at issue here. One, you don't even understand how much money a man needs to make. A man making $60,000 with a wife with 4 kids, you're in poverty.
Okay. Well, hey, that's why I call Nancy. That's why I'm like, you know,
I get it, but you're a grown woman. You should know how much the cost of living is in a place. I mean, do you have a roommate?
I'm staying one of the common living places. Yeah, because I'm not from here, so yeah.
Okay. So, did you have a roommate in Cincinnati?
No, I stay with my mom.
Right. A husband with the ability to pay for a wife and 4 kids does not fall out of the sky like Disney.
Yeah, I know.
But I think what you're asking for is unrealistic for who you are. And I'll tell you why.
No, I'm trying to get. That's not. I'm trying to get to. I'm my base. My real question. I'm trying to. I want to get to. Like, okay, I'm 28 and I want to have kids. Not necessarily 4, but that's the ideal. But I'm probably not going to really have 4. I would like to at least have 2. That's my ideal number is really 2. And I'm 28 and I do want to be married. So I just
What's the
want to
longest
know.
relationship you've ever had?
I never really had a real long relationship. I never really
What's the
took
longest relationship
relationships
you ever had?
serious. Never had a real long relationship. I mean, I
What,
had like, boyfriends here and there and like
what's the longest
in
relationship
school.
you've ever had?
None. I never really had a long relationship.
So you just have sex?
No, I don't really have sex like that either. That's what I'm saying. I just had boyfriends here and there, but it's never really serious. It's like in high school. But I never really got on the you know, the pogo stick or anything like that. I wasn't that type of girl. I was really conservative,
Have you called
real
into my show
homebody.
before?
Huh?
Have you called into my show before?
No, this is my first time. This
Okay.
is this is literally
Okay.
my first time I came
Understand.
across.
Understand something. I keep asking you a direct question. So, are you a virgin?
No, I'm not a virgin.
Okay. So, what's the longest you've ever been with a guy? 3 months? 1 month? 6 months?
Okay, I'd say 6 months recently,
Okay.
like
Why is that such a hard,
2018.
ma'am? Why is that such a hard question to answer? You do. Okay. At 28, it shouldn't be this hard to answer just a direct question. But let's just get on to it. You don't have any relationship skills because the conversation skills are tough. Okay.
Oh, I know, I don't
Okay.
have any
Okay.
relationship skills.
But that's what it's going to take to be
Okay.
married. I mean, you weren't raised to be a wife. You have no relationship skills. Why would a man marry a woman who's making minimum wage and then allow her to sit at home? Relation
So, what's
relationship.
the solution for this then? That's
Well,
why I want to,
here's
the
the
solution.
solution. Here's the
What you
solution.
want.
Here's the solution. Grow the French toast up. Grow up. You're almost 30 years old and you're living with your mama and living in uh Airbnb somewhere. Grow up. Get a skill. Get a job. Pay for yourself. Stop hitchhiking around the country and being a butterfly. Grow up. A man is not your exit strategy to suck off of his money and then just no.
No, that's not what I'm. No,
Why
I'm
are
getting my
you
own place
28?
this
Why are you
month, this
28 years
year.
old with no roots? Why are you 28 years old with no relationship history? No job, I mean, no real job history. And you're just out here.
Hmm.
Ma'am, if
If yeah, but
here's a
my
question,
thing
ma'am.
is,
Here's a question,
no,
ma'am. Here's a question, ma'am. If here's a question. If a man were to be living his life this way, what would the world call him?
you say if he was what?
If a man were living his life the way you are, what would the world call him?
I guess like a loser. I guess.
Yes, a loser. Women can be losers too.
I know.
So, when are you going to decide to start winning? Not husbands, not marriage, not YouTube shows. It's time to grow up.
Right.
It's time to grow up. What has to happen before you decide to? I mean, I don't know why you moved from Cincinnati to one of the most expensive places in the country to make $12 an hour. When are you
I
going to
make
decide
more
to
than
grow
that.
up? You don't need to be watching Nicole Michelle, Michaela Pink. You're playing. You're playing. You're watching all these people. These women aren't you. It's time to grow up, man.
Okay.
I'm dead ass serious. I don't know why you're in the Bay Area, but you don't have any skills to afford to live out there. How do you plan on taking care of yourself?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of money saved 'cause I used to work at a national park. That's how
Okay.
I kind of got down here,
How much do you have
and I
saved?
worked on a cruise ship.
How much do you have saved?
I have 20,000 saved.
That ain't shit. That ain't nothing.
Okay.
$20,000 ain't nothing in San Francisco, ma'am.
All
How
right.
how much is rent there for one, ma'am?
So you think I should go back home?
Here's the thing. I think you need to. I don't know how you got here, but I think you need to have a job that's paying you enough to
Mhm.
afford an apartment, a car. You need some skills. First off,
I got
a
a car. Okay. Yeah,
okay,
the skills part. Okay.
you don't have any skills. If you did, you'd have some money. You need to get off YouTube, start worrying about men, and your first thing is how you going to take care of yourself. That $20,000 is a slight cushion. You need skills to
Hmm.
be able to pay for yourself for the rest of your life. because
Okay.
ultimately, women that move like you tend to think that they're gonna find a man somewhere, and a man's gonna bail you out. That ain't what's gonna happen.
No, no, that's not me. That's not my
All right,
mentality
man, but
actually.
what you don't have is what it sounds like a plan. You
Okay.
what do you plan on
That's
doing?
why I'm
What do
calling
you
in to
plan?
get a plan.
No, no, man, but you ain't paying me for this.
That's usually saying.
I mean, you ain't paying for me for this. I'm doing this for the benefit of my show, but you're not paying me for this. You called into a
Okay.
show about something and you called in just to get some free advice. I'm gonna get what I want out
No,
of it.
yeah,
Hold
just
on.
asking. Yeah, I
What do you
understand.
plan on doing by age 40?
At least have a career, a steady
In what?
career going
In what?
somewhere.
In what?
And whatever
In
I
whatever. No,
like to
ma'am, not
do.
in whatever. You're 28. In what? In what?
I don't know.
So, you graduated from high school, right?
Hmm.
And you're just out here. You're talking. Everything you're saying, you're just talking. You're just basically saying what you think adults do. Sounds like I'm talking to a high school student. That won't
Okay.
work, ma'am. You're almost 30 years old. And the first thing I told you about the wall and everything else is you should be at a different place. You sound like you were still in high school.
Okay.
See, ladies, a lot of you think men are being ridiculous when you say that there are women out here who ain't worth the doggone either, who can be losers too. I don't know why we have gotten to the place in the black community where people think they can I'm just out here. Men can't do that. Men can't be that deluded. The world tells a man real quick, you're a loser if you're living at home with mom doing this kind of stuff. That's what you are. Much less moving from Cincinnati to San Francisco, listening to Nicole Michelle and Michaela Pink and Level Up. Are you serious? This is what I was talking about, the Disneyfication, telling women that the grass is greener. These women believe this stuff. Do you think this woman is safe? Or do you think she could possibly be a danger to herself? I mean, seriously.
This conversation wasn't really about turning 30. It was about whether someone is preparing themselves for the kind of relationship they say they want. The 28-year-old caller asked Kevin whether women over 30 face significantly fewer dating opportunities. It's a question that comes up often in discussions about modern dating, but Kevin shifted the conversation away from age alone. His point was that many people spend their 20s assuming they can postpone thinking seriously about relationships, only to feel pressure as they approach 30. Rather than focusing only on age, he encouraged the caller to think about what she had done to prepare herself for marriage and long-term commitment. During the discussion, it became clear that she had been consuming a lot of online dating and level up content. Kevin questioned whether simply watching that material had actually improved her communication skills, relationship knowledge, or overall readiness for a committed relationship. He argued that information alone doesn't create change if it isn't followed by action. As the conversation continued, he challenged her on several basic questions about herself and suggested she wasn't fully aware of details that could matter in presenting herself confidently. More importantly, he emphasized that successful relationships require communication, emotional maturity, and practical relationship skills, not just confidence or online advice. The caller also admitted she had very little relationship experience. Kevin suggested that, without a strong history of building and maintaining relationships, it would be difficult to develop the interpersonal skills that long-term partnerships often require. What made the conversation interesting was that Kevin didn't frame age as the only issue. Instead, he argued that preparation matters just as much. Two people of the same age can have very different dating experiences depending on how they've invested in themselves, their communication, and their understanding of relationships. The biggest takeaway from this conversation is that age alone doesn't determine relationship success. Building communication skills, developing emotional maturity, and gaining real-life relationship experience can matter far more than simply reaching a certain birthday or following advice online. What do you think? Is turning 30 the biggest factor in modern dating, or do communication skills and relationship experience play a much larger role?